Well, this is the most important election any of us have seen in our lifetimes, and it could be the most important election for the history of the United States. 234 years ago, almost 234 years ago, 55 men put their name on a document. They signed the Declaration of Independence and they mailed it to King George. John Hancock signed it so big because he wanted to make sure King George could read his signature without having to first put on his spectacles. Those 55 men sacrificed everything they had. They were wealthy. They didn't sacrifice it for their kids. They didn't sacrifice it for their grandkids. They sacrificed it for every single person in this room tonight. That's what they did. We need to get back. We need to remember what they did for us. We need to reinvest in our country. When you contribute to a campaign, you're not contributing to the person, you're contributing to an investment in the United States of America, and in my case, to the United States Constitution and the country that was founded, not the country we are trying to make it today. I'm going to finish up and let these gentlemen get on stage. They got some work to do, but I'm going to tell you, my platform, I've got 3 planks. It is very simple. Defend the Constitution, defend freedom, and defend the American dream. I like that sign, ma'am. I like that one every time you show me that one. We're the only country in the world that has to actually put walls and fences up to keep the people out, not to keep the people in. And there's a reason. We are the greatest nation in the history of the world. And very briefly, and then I'll exit the stage. When I say defend the American dream, I can say that because I lived the American dream. When I was 21 years old, I was washing dishes in a steakhouse in Globe, Arizona for a living. It wasn't the job I wanted, but I was able to work, and as long as I was able to work, I was going to do something rather than let the government take care of me. Only in the United States of America can a kid that was washing dishes for a living at 21 years old be an attorney licensed to practice in Arizona with a Juris Doctorate, with a degree in education, former high school teacher, former junior high school teacher in a 10-year period. By the time I was 31, I managed to do all that. That only happens here. This is the country where that happens, where you can show up on our shores with 50 cents in your pocket and retire a multimillionaire. We owe it to ourselves. We owe it to the younger generation that's in this room, and we owe it to the generations that none of us will ever meet. We owe it to them to get out, to vote, and to vote for people who are willing to stand up and say, if it is unconstitutional legislation you're proposing, then I am not going to vote for it, and that is why I'm not going to vote for it. Thank you very much for the time. We have a table out front. I have a table out front with more literature, and I know my campaign manager hates it when I say this, but I am usually the last guy to leave the room. I will stand here until they forcibly remove me from the property to talk to every single one of you in this room. Because that's what you need. You need a candidate who's not willing to come up and give a speech. You need a candidate who's willing to stand here for hours and listen to the constituency, to the people. That's what we need. Thank you very much.